Huh. Oh, there we go. Aloha from Honolulu. Good morning, Ann. Good morning, Candace. Nice to see you this morning. Nice to be seen. Here's the Casper coming up. Oh, boy. There's the Casper boy. Good morning, good morning. Let me know where you're checking in from. We're glad you're here. We got a feed happening. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. And it's all happening at the zoo. All right, it's 8:30. We're going to gong ourselves in. Here we are. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. This is Coffee with Casper. Here we go. From Santa Rosa. Pam's up in Santa Rosa today. Okay, here we go. Big deep breath in. The gong is just to remind us that we are living in a vibratory universe and that we're all sending out a signal. That signal is being received. Good morning from Silverdale, Washington. Reverend Tricia, nice to see you this morning. All right, relaxing our shoulders and bringing our energy up into our heart center. And here we are. We have been doing Coffee with Casper for quite a while now, a bunch of years, hundreds of them, and that's a good thing. And sometimes what we see is that, well, we don't really have the 20 minutes to hang out and think about what we know. Sometimes we think, well, I already know that stuff. And maybe you think, well, Dr. Harry is repetitive. But we remind you that the mind acquires habits by the repetition of thought. And what we really want to talk about today is that spiritual principles don't change. Our understanding of spiritual principles changes, right? The more we understand, as the great Dan Morgan stated in his lifetime of ministry, the only thing we cannot have is that which we cannot embody. The more we understand, the greater our comprehension, then the wider the vista. The wider the vista, the more power we have through the power of our consciousness. We remember we've been ending these shows and talking about these shows with this one idea in mind. It is now and has always been. It is now, has always been, and will forever be. Your expanding awareness is what creates the greater good. My expanding awareness creates the greater levels of what my own idea of success is, right? And everybody's idea of success is different. What we talk about, and Raymond Charles Barker spoke about in his lifetime of ministry, was these. Good morning, Arlen from San Clemente. Nice to see you this morning. What he spoke about is these four areas: health, wealth, love, and purpose, right? So we all have different ideas of what we mean by health, what we mean by wealth, what we mean by love, and what we mean by fulfillment. Each one is an individualized expression coming into these areas of the human experience that allow us to be lifelong learners, to be ever expanding our awareness, to be ever expanding our consciousness, and therefore ever expanding the vibration that we're bringing to the universe that we came to support. We came from the light, we put on a coat of skins, we're going to return to the light, and we came with a mission and purpose. And of course we want to understand that mission and purpose, and in a very real way, that mission and purpose is simply to be the best you can be, to discover, as Ralph Waldo Emerson said, if you but knew who you were, the moon and the stars would not be able to hold you, right? That we are spiritual magnificence itself, realizing itself, coming to know itself. And what is the difference between what we know in the world? When I say we, if you're finding Coffee with Casper, if we've been doing this for years, every Tuesday at 8:30 in the morning, or most Tuesdays at 8:30 in the morning Pacific time, going out into the internet and into Facebook and YouTube and all the different groups that we all belong to. And that's what we ask you to do, is if you find something valuable in our time together, share these videos. Share, because anyone coming into them, they may not know, or they may have a sense or an inkling of the ideas that we've been practicing now for a lifetime, right? We come to understand there is one life, that is the life of the one. Energy and matter are equal and interchangeable. That life is intelligent. We know that life is intelligent because we find intelligence in ourselves, and therefore we know that which is birthing us must be intelligent because we reveal intelligence in ourselves. And of course it is all intelligence, and so we will forever be expanding into a deeper and higher version of who and what we are, knowing our spiritual magnificence at different levels, and doing what Joseph Campbell spoke about, which is learning how to tolerate our bliss, learning how to be love in the world. This intelligent energy that creates all things and is the field in which all things exist, it creates itself out of itself because it loves itself. And it invites you as an aspect of itself to discover yourself and to love yourself. And the more you love that self and in awe and wonder of that self, the more miracles and magic seems to show up in your life. And what we again realize is the difference between those of us who are regularly participating in Coffee with Casper and every other layperson in the world is that we come to understand, just as the Buddha did, with your thoughts you make the world, with your thoughts arise consciousness, with your thoughts you are creating reality, and you become what you think, right? So the more we, as Ernest Holmes said, the more we daily meditate on the glory of the I am that I am, which is the secret name of the emblem of eternity, the I am that, right? And the more we discover that I am, the more we commingle. Again, we'll go to Dr. Holmes's line, you were born to have fun living, to constantly commune with the presence that is within and around you, and to grow and expand forever. Now that's a nice gift. But are we opening the gift? Are we working on daily? We meditate on the supernatural nature of our being, and daily we try to bring that supernatural nature, the I am consciousness itself, this higher order of being, we seek to bring it into our lives by means of where we are living in our thinking, right? And so when we wake up and say, this is the day the Lord has made, as I've often said, don't get out of bed until you can greet the day, right? We need to know that this is the day where the creative power of the one life is in me, as me, and through me, working through me, and I become the avenue where I shift the energies so that peace and love and joy and harmony and freedom and equality and prosperity are moving in my life, moving through my life, taking away the walls of separation, allowing me to see that the I am that is the magnificence of my own being is the same I am that is the magnificence of your being, and is the same I am as the magnificence of everyone's being. So what we want to do is awaken to this great magnificence of ourselves, to open to this great magnificence to ourselves, and then to live it in our daily life, to be able to see and feel and live in this communion where we're giving what we're giving to the law of mind, or the law of the circle. That which energy is coming from me is returning to me as the multiple dimensions of my own experience. Health, wealth, love, fulfillment are all happening as I purpose myself toward them. That I purpose myself, that I came from the light, I came with a mission and purpose. Now I believe everybody in this time in our lives. Hey Teray, nice to see you from Florida. Nice to have you with us this morning. There's Loretta from Boise. Nice to have you. Hope all is well with everybody. So again, we do repeat ourselves, and that's because spiritual principles don't change. Our understanding of them changes. The thing that we know that is different than what most people know is that there is a law of mind which is receiving the direct impress of our thinking and acting upon it. That's why you come up with these wonder lines. Thoughts become things. That's not from Tut. That's not from Wayne Dyer. That's a discovery of the Buddha, and has been sitting here in our face for thousands of years until we realize that what's happening to me is happening through me. What's happening in my mind is what's reflecting back in my experience. So what is the main thing that we can do? Hey, Carol, nice to see you this morning. Carol Barber from Whittier, I believe. Anyway, nice to have you all here. Wonderful. Michael Byers is with us. Nice to see you today, Michael, the talented Michael. So we are all living our lives with this law of the circle. That which comes from me is returning to me. And if we allow our thinking to go into the abyss, the abyss of race thought, where fundamental ideas are not understood. Love is the power that governs the universe, not fake force. Love is the power that governs the universe. The more love I can embody, the more good I can put, as the good Dr. Holmes said, there's a power for good in the universe. And if you begin to commune with that power and use that power to make all the crooked places straight, so whatever area of your life needs attention, is it health? Is it your cash flow? Is it your sense of abundance in the world? Is it your sense of being loved and loving back? Is it your sense of being in tune with the infinite and therefore doing your work in the world? As the Dalai Lama made it very clear, it's not about being a Buddhist or a Jew or a Protestant or a Catholic or a Muslim or any other tradition in the world. It's about kindness. And how much kindness can you bring forth in the world? How much of this good energy can you vibrate out, right, by means of creating your disposition every day? I love that line. Treat every morning like the morning knows your name. The morning knows who you are. The universe knows who you are. And are you waking up? Is it just another day, or is it another day to open your eyes to see, another day to live in wisdom, another day to understand that the principles of life are always present, they're always working in me, as me, and through me, and it matters what I think, what I say, and what I do. It matters. You're creating a vibration. That vibration is hitting the field. The law of the circle that's coming from me is returning to me, and I have the power, the option of choosing how I will use it, right? You have the option of choosing how you're going to use this power. You have the opportunity of choosing how you're going to relate with everybody who comes into your experience in this day. You have the opportunity to know where there is confusion in the world, that there can be a higher order, a divine right action that can prevail in that situation, in that circumstance. We may not know what it looks like, but so we can know in the midst of war, in the midst of people going after one another, in the midst of competition, people feeling that I need to rob from your good in order to get my good, when that's not how it works. There's infinite amount of energy. Energy that never dies, it changes form. I can use the energy of my consciousness any way I want to. But are you choosing to be an affirmative presence in the world? Are you choosing to be alive, awake, aware? Are you choosing that I choose to live in radiant, vibrant, dynamic health? Are you choosing, right, that I choose to be a peacemaker today? I choose to be a place where nonviolence is creating peace. And more peace is unfolding in my world, in my arena, through my friends, through my family, through my associates, more and more good and more good, because I'm focusing on being an instrument and an avenue through which an expanding good can take place. And so are you. You're a light worker in the world. You know there is a law that is receiving directly from your consciousness, not what you're thinking about, but what's really going on in your consciousness. And if you don't cleanse your mind of the war, of the violence, of the racism, of the inequalities, of the prejudices, we need to stand, as Mary Baker Eddy said, we need to stand porter at the door of thought and make sure we are hitting the high mark of our own intention, right? The intention is the soft honing device, and it is our daily tuning in. It is our daily focusing on what I'm going to bring into my life today. I'm looking for the good and more good. I'm looking for the love and more love. I'm looking for the joy and more joy. I'm looking for the consciousness that opens my mind and my heart and my very being into a larger picture of what can be good in the world and what can be good in my life. The disposition that you establish today is going to affect all of your tomorrows. And every day is a day to establish a new disposition, to establish a new sense of awe and wonder in your own life, in what you can be in the world today, in how much good you can bring into the world today. You are the place that must put the divine right action, even if we don't know what it looks like, can put the divine right action wherever it is in the world. In Colombia, was an earthquake yesterday. People are recovering. We can send love to Colombia and know divine right action is prevailing, and good and more good is awakening in everyone's life, not just in places where there are disasters. Good and more good. The places of joy in the world, there are many of them. People spend their lives traveling around, finding beautiful places and appreciating beautiful things. And you can build a consciousness that takes the beauty that you have now in your life and works on expanding it, works on allowing it to be more in tune and more comfortable, to feel more comfortable in your own skin in a more wonderful way than ever before, because you are the spiritual magnificence of the universe. And so is everybody else. I am that. And those of us who know it can see through the mist and hold that high watch for ourselves and for everybody in our experience. And this is what's ours to do. Fill the gap. Put the divine right action wherever you see the chaos in the world. You may not know what it looks like, but you can know that the I am that I am, that which is supreme intelligence, would know what it looks like, and we can be in the instrument and avenue by means of our conscious awareness, by placing conscious awareness in all of the situations of turmoil in the world, by meditating on that divine peace that can move in me and as me and through me, because I belong to it, and it belongs to me, right? I can be an instrument where I'm using the I am that I am to be a beneficial presence in the world. And I know if you're tuning in on this show and spending this time with me, and all of us here gathered, we are a group of souls vibrating at a certain level, calling ourselves to remember what we know and to bring it into play in the world. And in that way, we are contributing to peace in earth as it already is in heaven. Do not look high, do not look low. Behold, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Think again. How can I be an instrument where I can bring more good, more joy, more wonder, more bliss into my life, and therefore into everyone who touches the arena of my life, and therefore circle upon circle, wheel upon wheel, generation upon generation, we are changing the race consciousness from an old paradigm of separation and fear to a new paradigm of belonging, harmony, peace, love, joy, victory, equality, prosperity, happiness. But if it doesn't start in me, how's it going to start anywhere else? It must start within the I am that has the power to choose this for itself. I choose to be in tune with the infinite, to be one with the one, to draw forth the qualities of the infinite that are most meaningful to me. Love and joy and peace and freedom and connection and belonging and contribution, right? Each one of us can do this. We have to set the course of our own self. Where will I grow in this day? How will I behave in this day? And what we know is that you are already spiritual magnificence. You're just revealing it. You don't have to create it. You have to reveal it. Ask and seek and knock. for the greater good. Who you are is something magnificent. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. You've been watching Coffee with Casper. If you find this video valuable in any way, if it's strengthening you, reminding you, supporting you, share it. Share it with other people. For this good that we know belongs to all people. And what we want is to bring this greater good into our lives, into the lives of everyone who touches our lives. Because we do not live just for ourselves. We live for ourselves and everybody who's touched by the arena of our experience. Who you are is something magnificent. We'll be back next week with Coffee with Casper, and we'll share ideas, universal ideas that belong to all people, and we're going to bring them kinetic, bring them into our lives where they're touching, feeling, changing, transforming, and bringing forth more life. Who you are is something wonderful. And until we meet again, we invite you to go in the light, as the light, and with the light. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you. Come on up. Come on. And the pure light within you guide you on your way. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. This is Casper. This is Coffee with Casper. We'll see you next Tuesday, or any time during the week where you catch the videos, or share the videos, or touch the lives of other people with your magnificence. Bye for now.